Nope. One. Hey, it's Chris Westfall. We've been in Washington, D.C. all this week meeting with some folks about what's happening with Medicare. And one of the latest things to come out is the new PlanFinder tool on Medicare.gov. It's going to be part of the integrated Medicare Blue button where you can pull up all of your claims history for the last 3 or 4 years if it's been on Medicare. And you can see which plan you're on, whether it's Medicare Advantage or Part D drug plan through Medicare.gov. But the new PlanFinder tool is raising some controversy because it will no longer contain the drug lookup ID that we as agents often used to use to keep records of a drug lookup. So if we put in someone's drugs, we could go back and look it up later and add to it and see what's new. So now that's going to be gone. They've gone with a different vendor. And let's take a look at the new PlanFinder tool. And I think you'll find that it's not that bad as far as agents looking at it. Now for the month of September 2019, and maybe longer depending, but I think their contract probably runs out at the end of September, the old vendor. You can use the old PlanFinder tool. You can still look up that drug list ID and all that good stuff. But after September ends in 2019, you will have to go to the new system. Now, the first revelation was that you had to create a username and password, and that's going to be part of the Medicare Blue button where all of your stuff is integrated. You can look up new plans, find out about them, and then enroll, and then look them up later what you did. However, there is this little button here underneath that says continue without logging in. So this is going to be the saving grace for people who want to still use Medicare.gov to look up drugs for other people. We want to go through and look at plans that we want, and for the purposes of this, we're going to go through and look at Part D drug plans, and then after, this is kind of interesting, and this may be just because it's August 29th as I record this, but if you look at this link that they're sending here, which they'll drop you off at the very end, that doesn't work. There's nothing there. Medicare.gov has said, as part of this new Medicare Blue button and everything, they're going to be able to look up Medicare supplement plans and compare them throughout the country, but you'd have to contact those insurance companies directly to enroll. So there's still a need for an agent in a big way. So I'm going to look in my area here at the drug plans, pick which county. That does make a difference. Have you checked out your red, white, and blue Medicare? Oh, yes. So let's see. We do have that. And I'm going to put just a random date of birth in here. What this is all doing is just checking to see if you're in open enrollment or not and how that would apply to you. But since it's outside of open enrollment, it talks about special election periods that someone could qualify for. But I'm going to say none of those, and I'm not getting extra help. And you want to see drug cost? Yes. How do you fill them normally? You could do mail order if you wanted to. And I'm just going to do one of the most common statins out there, Lipitor. No, I'm going to do the name brand. And after you're done, milligrams, 30 a month, add it. Now you could add more drugs and keep going, but when you're all done, it's going to ask you to pick a pharmacy. You can actually pick multiple ones. And then when you're all done with that, it's going to show based on lowest monthly premium. So as you go down here, you can add this to a comparison. It'll add it on the bottom. Then you can compare those two things side by side. This is pretty decent. And then if you want to enroll, the person could actually go and click this and enroll. But here's the thing that's missing is the ability to save this as a drug plan ID as you get out of here. So what you could do is you could print this and you could print it as a PDF and you could just save it. We'd save it in the client file, save it in the CRM. So you could always go back and look up what it was that they were taking before and what the recommendations were from the different companies. But unfortunately, there's no way to save that number. So as things change with this, and they're probably going to, we'll come back and update you. Just remember the ultimate takeaway is contracted agents with me still have our internal management tool where you can save all of your people. You can save their drugs, look them up on the same database, but you can save them so that when you log in to the system, you're going to be able to pull up all of your clients, all the drugs that they took this year, last year, and all the rest. The best part about it is, though, it also can send them the scope of appointment, and when they click on it and it sends it back to the system automatically maintains that for you for 10 years. So you don't have to even keep the record of that. It's already built into the system. So you can send the scope automatically. Then you can automatically do the drug lookup. Remember, we have that system where it can import their drugs from the pharmacy database, so you don't even have to type them in if you want to. Boy, that'll save a lot of time this year. And then lastly, but not least, of course, it can actually do the enrollment through the system 100% over the phone. Send out the scope, import the drugs all at once if you want, or type them in by yourself one at a time if you want. Find out which drug plans are the best for them, and then do the enrollment all in one system that we have available for our contracted agents. Or you can just, keep up with the new innovations with Medicare.gov for what it's worth. Anyway, we'll be keeping you apprised as normal. On the Medicare agent training site, you'll see all the updates from Washington, D.C., lots of pending legislation, lots of things changing on the regulatory side, and lots of tools to use. So make sure you check out that post, the latest one as of today, on MedicareAgentTraining.com. I'm Chris Westfall. Have a great day. Take care.